All right, welcome to Sisters United. Yes, I'm so excited. We got a lot going on today. Some things we want to talk to you about. Y'all, excuse me, I'm adjusting the camera again. I don't know what's happening. We always got something going on. Okay, what's going on, Miss Lilly? What's going on?
Hello. How are you doing today? Everything is great. Everything is God is good. God is good.
God is good indeed. He is good all the time. I'm excited. I got a couple of topics I want to go into today. I want to make sure that we announce that we are raffling today, people. We raffle
Yes,
every
ma'am.
show. We raffle every show. And a lot of y'all are missing these raffles. And these raffles are good. Okay. So what you need to do is make sure that you are tuning in so that you get the information so you can win these raffles. Because I don't know, did somebody win from last week, Tammie?
No, I don't think so. No, ma'am.
Okay, so we got to make sure everybody tune in so y'all can win these raffles. It don't make sense when y'all can come on in and get this free stuff. You understand
Yes,
me? And
ma'am.
all you have to do is tune into the show. That's not difficult. Tune in, get some
Nope.
information, and all that good stuff. But before we dive on in, you know, uh, let me share something with you. It says, what is life? Right? It says, life is a challenge. Meet it. Life is a gift. Accept it. Life is an adventure. Dare it. Life is sorrow. Overcome it. Life is tragedy. Face it. Life is a duty. Perform it. Life is a game. Play it. Life is a mystery. Unfold it. Life is a song. Sing it. Life is an opportunity. Take it. Life is a journey. Complete it. Life is a promise. Fulfill it. Life is beauty. Praise it. Life is a struggle. Fight it. Life is a goal. Achieve it. Life is a puzzle. Solve it. I wanted to read that because we go through a lot of different changes in life. And so we have to make sure that every challenge we meet in life, we meet it with the right attitude and we face it and we persevere and we move forward. Amen. And do what we need to do. Y'all hear me say a lot of amen because I'm a pastor and that's just what I do. Okay. And so I just want to encourage everybody. Okay. I want to encourage everybody to just make sure that you are hold on, I'm doing okay. What about now? You hear echo now? Okay. I want just to make sure that everybody understands that like I say, life will deal you some cards. But it's very important that you stay on top of this life. That you help life understand that you are in control. Well, God is in control, but that you got this thing and you gonna do what you need to do, amen, to make it through. I hear a lot of people say, well, I just give up, I don't know what to do, I just give up. No, this ain't the time to give up. This is the time for you to say, I'm gonna press forward, I'm gonna heal, I'm gonna overcome, and I'm gonna press forward. Why? Because I got plenty more life to live. Ain't that right? I like that. So let's make sure we live it like we're supposed to. Okay. While we waiting for the other ladies to gather, I'm going to take out this moment because I always love for Tammie Lilly to share her book information and all this good stuff, some things that she has coming up or and everything. Because we got the magazine coming in, so we're going to be posting about her book and different things that she has coming up. In the in the
That was me doing that.
oh, so what is it? In the near future, we're gonna be releasing My Gospel Soul magazine. She's gonna be in there, and a lot of information. So y'all make sure y'all click on the magazine. Talk to me. Talk to me. Tell me what's going on with you while we're waiting on the other ladies to go ahead and
Doing a lot of great things. I'm just trying to, that song says, bring souls to Jesus by the service that I give. So I got the book. The book is soon to be released. It is with the formatter, amen. I'm one of those type of people. I'm gonna be transparent. I've never been much of a reader until I'm forced to do so, and even then, I'm a little slow about doing things. So I'm just gonna be transparent. I'm gonna be honest about it. But I know it's something that I have to do because it's something that was put into my spirit, and it's something that's gonna take my business to the next level, catapult up.
yeah.
Okay. So the book is called Why Your Refund is So Low. And I wrote this book because this is what I hear from clients all the time, especially my business clients. They go into entrepreneurship and they don't take in consideration that your finances change because you go from somebody else paying your taxes to you paying your own taxes. Now, you're paying your taxes anyway. The employer is just taking it out your check and you don't get a chance to see it. So you don't really take account that you're paying taxes, because you don't never see it. When you're a business owner, you see the money and now you have to spend it out. So things look totally different. So that's what this book is here to do. Is here to help business owners who are in their beginning stages of entrepreneurship. And even if you're not in your beginning stages, if you're in your season stages, there's still a lot of things that you can learn. You don't know everything all at one time. So this book is to help business owners. I call myself the tour guide through the world of entrepreneurship, and that's what I'm here for. I'm here to help. I've been doing this thing for a long time, so my thing is I want to be to share it with somebody and give somebody the wealth of knowledge, the experience that I have dealt with, and things I've dealt with, the mistakes I've made, the mistakes that I'm making. That's just reality. You live and you learn. So that's what that book is about. Why Your Refund is So Low. Make sure you get that book today. It is only $20. Now know that could be written off because that's a business expense because you're doing something for your business. So it's $20 plus shipping and handling, and that book can be your very own. As well as a lot of other things. And I'm not going to wrap up too much of this time right now, tell you all the things I'm doing, but I'm just super excited about the platforms that I have that I'm afforded. This Sistas United platform, I just absolutely love it, and it allows me the opportunity to be able to bless people what I have to offer. So, hey, Miss Keisha.
Hey, and it might kick me out or whatever. I'm having problems this morning. I don't know what's going on. Like right now, you guys are stuck. Can y'all see me and hear me?
I can see and hear you.
Okay, because everything is just still right now. So, okay, all right, okay.
Hey, Miss Rita.
Hi, Rita.
Morning.
Okay.
Oh, she got her hot girl look on. You got your hair all did all up all pretty. Got your makeup on. You get it then. I love your
Thank
jewelry
you.
piece.
Thank you.
All
Thanks.
right.
I was trying to get my lighting together, but it ain't quite working out.
I don't know. My computer decided that it wanted to do a mandatory shut off, a restart or whatever it was doing. It wouldn't let me do nothing, and I don't know. I don't have much success with fooling with that phone. So
Right. Yeah, this was
anyway,
what happens in the virtual world.
yes.
So yeah.
So what's up? What we got going today? Oh, nothing. Okay. Well, hey, you know me. I always have something. I want to start off with vote. You go hear me talk about voting a whole lot. Get to the polls, vote. If you don't know how to register, get into my inbox. I can help you with that. I could definitely help you with that. So It's more important now than it has ever been before in life to vote because we basically have a atmosphere and environment that wants to count us out, or whatever, and not be inclusive of everybody. So um vote, 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 vote.
Definitely, I definitely agree.
Yes, it was a I think Sochi said it. I was on a and I want to quote this because this right here is is a and I look, I don't want to basically say, I want to, she said, wait a minute, let me mute this. Okay, she said that if you don't vote, wait a minute, I'm sorry, turn this volume down. It needs to be down anyway. And I think I'm gonna start posting this so I can't see it. But anyway, I guess I'm gonna have to go basically. Basically, it says something like, when you don't vote, you're voting. Okay, not voting is just like voting. So you might as well use your voice to cast the actual vote. That's not what she said. I'm paraphrasing, but and that's the truth of the matter. People think, oh, I don't like either one of them, I'm not voting. Well, when you choose not to vote, you're actually voting. So um, get out there, let your voice be heard. 17-year-olds, and you have a 17-year-old that will be 18 by November the 3rd. Get them registered to vote by it's either the 3rd or 5th. I thought I looked up the 3rd, but I heard on the news they said the 5th. So by October 1st, have them registered to vote so that they can, vote for the very first time.
Right.
It's a privilege, and it should be, like an honor as well to go ahead and vote. So, yeah, make sure
Definitely.
we get that done. Make sure we
Yes.
get that done.
Yes, ma'am. It's definitely important to make sure you vote. And I always like to reiterate that it's important to vote in all elections, not just the
All
presidential
elections,
election,
exactly,
but all elections, local
exactly.
elections. When you're talking about like the things that's happening in your immediate community, things that are happening in your immediate circle, you're talking about local elections. You're talking about your city council. You're talking about,
Yes,
that's talking about going to commissioner's court. Most people don't go to commissioner's court because it'd be a whole lot of stuff going on, and then they have it during the day when a lot of people are at work. But the way things are now, I know here, and we're a small town in Hempstead, we live stream our commissioner's court, and you know make sure that people, well, I guess they do it because they have to, because people request it. They will only do what you allow them to do. They will only do what you request. So if you don't get out there and you don't learn who you got to talk to for certain things, people don't understand that when you're talking about potholes in the street, you're complaining about potholes. That's a whole another set of government that deals with potholes. You complain about things, but quit complaining. Do your research and find out who you need to talk to in order to fix those things. So those are your local elections, those are your city elections, your state elections, things that deal with your region, things that deal with the overall. So things are broken down. It's not just the United States. They have sections where it
right,
deals with certain things. So you have to vote in order to make those things happen, and then make your government officials be accountable for their actions. If they're not doing what something they said they was going to do, then go to those different meetings and those council meetings, and hey, check them on it. Look, this is what you promised in your campaign, and you ain't delivering. This is what needs to be done in my neighborhood, and you're not delivering. You will be
right,
that one voice, that one person that goes up there and talk to them. If you can't talk to them, somebody can talk to them, then get together, encourage each other to go up there to those different meetings and so forth, and talk about the things that's important to your community.
right.
You can't do to you what you allow them to do. They
Well,
get paid
that's true.
$100,
And
hold
I
them
have I
accountable.
have had a lifetime of teaching people how to treat me. My
Yeah.
motto is customize me. I am not a cookie cutter.
All right.
So that's what you have to do.
Yes, ma'am.
You have to teach people what works for you. Um, so I posted a question because I hear this person all the time talk about um falling out of love.
Mm.
So my question was, because this person says this all the time. So I'm wondering, if you truly love somebody, is there a such thing as actually falling out of love? Or do you just fall out of, it wasn't love at first and you were in love or highly in like, or are loving like characters or maybe what this person was doing or whatever? Because I truly believe that if you truly love somebody, that love doesn't go anywhere. And I understand, like, if there's abuse, if there are things that you don't like or whatever, it's not that you've actually fallen out of love with the person. It's just that you refuse to take their stuff and love and all. You turn your love to you. You love you more, than the madness, that they're creating for you. So, what do y'all think about that?
Um, I think it's a such thing.
It's
I
falling
mean,
out of love.
yeah, to an extent because you can love someone. I definitely get what you're saying though, but I think sometimes something can be done so badly to a person that they'll begin to hate them because of what was done to them. So whether it's physical abuse, mental, verbal abuse, or whatever the case may be, um, the person eventually end up really hating them, like with a strong hate. They're no longer in love with you. Because I mean, in the beginning, a person is attracted to you and they love you for whatever reason. Y'all fall in love or whatever, and then if the tables turn and the person begin to be very abusive or very uh unlikely of who they were before, then they no longer in love. They not like, I'm trying to explain. They're no longer in love because the person that they fell in love with, that's not who they are anymore.
That's not that person. Okay.
So
That
I think the person or the characteristic that they fell in love with if that person switch and you become this abusive person or you become a drunkard or you become this whatever it is that the characteristics they no longer like because the person that they initially fell in love with is not there anymore. So that would actually turn a person away. At least, yeah, for me, I'll be like, okay, well, where's that person? Because I know Queenie will always say so, in a marriage, you'd be like, okay, hey, where my husband at? Or
yeah.
wait, because this person, I don't know this person because whoever this person is, I don't like this person. I'm not in love with this person. And because this is not who you were in the beginning. So I think that could be a such thing. Um, but overall I do understand what you're saying because if love is genuine, then there shouldn't be a such thing as falling out of love. But
So
at
is
the
it
same
really the
time,
person that you fallen out of love with, or is it their actions? You know what I'm saying, or whatever. I had to think because this person says it's a whole lot, and I'm like, you talk about that a lot. You say that a lot. So, like, is this a habitual thing for you? Like, is it a fight? Is it a flight thing for you? Whatever. I'm gonna do this for a minute, even if it's subconsciously. I'm just gonna do this for a minute, and then I'm not doing it anymore. Is it a case like that, or so I yeah.
For me, I don't think it's necessary a falling out of love. I think it is sometimes it's a falling further in love with yourself. If they're doing, like Miss Rita said, if they're doing something that's detrimental to your health, that's detrimental to your mental, then you're falling in love with yourself because I love myself more. Um, I love myself enough not to endure these type of things. Now, if you just fall out of love with them because you're just tired of a relationship, maybe it wasn't love in the first place. Maybe
Right.
it was just infatuation. Maybe it was lust. Maybe you was loving something that they do, but not necessarily the person. Because I, like you say, I feel like if you love a person, and for me, if I love you, then I'm always love you. I have a hard time letting people go. Once they become a part of my life and in my inner circle, I always think about them, whether if I'm around them or not, because I have people that when I used to live in East Texas, I have friends there that I grew up with, and every so often I might go and see, well, how's such and such doing, because I want to know if they're doing well. I want to know if they're doing not so well. Do I need to pray for them, what they're going through? So you're always in my heart. Once you've been in my heart, you're gonna always be in my heart, and that's me personally,
That's me
because
too.
I love you genuinely. I care about you genuinely. Even if I don't know you personally, if I just know your story, you find a way to my heart, because I be like, dang, that's messed up what they're going through. Let me say a prayer for them.
Right. And I'm kind of the same way. Like I may now I might not fool with you. I'm gonna tell you because I just really I don't I'm not very good with foolishness. I don't do foolishness well, and I can't I can't even play with it because it takes me to a whole another place. But if I have if I love you, I love you. Might not love your actions. You might do something I don't like, but I wish the best for you. Um, with that being said, so I was dating a guy one time or whatever, all this love and whatever, and then you know I'm not a cheating person. Like I don't cheat myself. I treat myself. So if I'm done with you, then I'm on to my own business or whatever. And I don't know what I must have been doing or whatever. Probably just not dealing with foolishness because, like I said, I don't do that very well. And he was like, "Well, I don't know what you're doing, but if you're doing something, it was. I hope you something just horrible." And I'm like, you know what? That right there was a deal breaker. Because I'm like, how are you gonna say you love me in one thing and then like wish something like bad on me the other? I mean, even you know, if you ran off with the neighbor's child or whatever, daughter or whatever, I wouldn't wish anything bad for you. I mean, toast to the other woman, you know,
Yeah.
she's the better for you, whatever. So I don't know. I think that sometimes people get, um, people, well, and that's another thing too. When somebody say they love you, what are you really saying? Like you saying you love me, but what are you really saying to me? Because some people's love ain't right, you
Some
know.
people don't know how to love,
Well, they
to be
know from
completely
their own
honest.
perspective.
And see,
Yeah.
They know from their own perspective.
yeah,
So
that's what I was gonna say. People use the word love so loosely. Um,
Yeah.
sometimes it can be a strong light. I'm the one that don't use that word very loosely because when you use the word love, that's a strong word and it has to be genuine. See, a lot of people don't even know how to love because first off, they don't know how to love themselves.
Yeah,
right,
that's true.
Sometimes a lot of people say, "Oh, I love this person." Like, do you really? Love is, I always refer back to the Bible and what it tells me love is, and I even had to check myself on some stuff because it's so easy to say you love something or love somebody and not genuinely understanding and knowing what you're saying because love is a word that goes through thick and thin. I mean, through
right.
go to the mountains and to the low and the valleys, and I mean, it's you stick the journey with a person,
That's
regardless
true.
of what's going on, what's happening. That's like when you get married and you use the word. I mean, that's some deep. Those
Right.
words are deep, and if you take that seriously, and like I'm
Yeah.
understanding what you all are saying because I'm that type of person as well. Like when you take those words seriously, like it's a commitment, and whether it's a friendship or a marriage, it's
It's
a
work.
commitment.
That's right. It
Yeah,
is
it's
work.
work, it's
Oh,
commitment.
can y'all hear me?
Now I
Yeah.
Yes,
can.
All right.
yeah.
Well, I wanted to say something on it too. I was backstage, but I said, "Oh, this is a good topic," because I agree with a lot of things y'all said about love. Love, you'll continue to love a person, but you can't fall out of love with them. You know, because I think that it's a love that what is it? That is not like I don't want to be with you in a relationship, like
Right.
intimate relationship, but I still love. I don't want nothing bad to happen to you. I care about
Right.
your life. I care about but it is a point sometimes, like I would talk about, where you get a person has done so much and it tears away at that in love thing. It tears away at it till it's like you're empty now. I don't have
Right.
anything left. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like that because when I was younger and a guy told me, he said, "You don't love me, you infatuated with me." So I had to, what was infatuation? What
Right.
was puppy love? I had to find out what each one of them was so I can make sure I wasn't in one of these, mindsets.
Right.
And but it is true, you could fall out of love with a person. You can, and some people they're in a relationship with a person, still saying, "I love you, I love you, I love you," but now they're going through the motions of it, and they don't realize that they're not in love anymore. Now I'm just going
Mm-hmm.
through the motions of it. I'm just in a decision and a commitment. I'm not, but my heart and my
It's
soul and my spirit and everything that
okay.
was excited about it is gone.
Not there.
It's not
Oh,
there.
so is that the
You know,
fall out of love part?
that's the falling out of love part.
Oh, you still love them, but so like, okay, so
Yeah,
in
it's like
love
that.
is the action word. That's the verb, right? Is
Yeah,
that
inward in is like it's like that connection. Because
okay?
I got exes. I still say, "Hey, how you doing?" If something happened to them, I'm gonna cry. It's gonna mess me up a little
Right.
bit, but it ain't one of them cries
You
where
in
yeah, like my husband, girl, listen. You know what I'm saying? My God, something happened to him or something. It's a dear. You know how to gauge. You can gauge what's in love and what's love. What's that? What's that? I can't be without you. Like you were saying, Keisha. I can go through some stuff with you. You might have a bad attitude today, but it don't change the fact that I'm in love with you. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But it's a point to where you have exhausted all that you are. It's kind of like when somebody, it's a one-sided relationship, and
Okay.
one person is in the relationship and the other person is not. They physically there, but emotionally and everything else, they're not there. It's you bankrupt. You get what I'm saying? And so one person is steady pouring in, but the other one is not giving anything. They just take, 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 take.
Hmm.
Eventually, the person that's giving everything is gonna run out.
It's gonna be
It's gonna
done.
run.
Right.
It's gonna run out, and it's not like I say. They'll be in the habit of being in the relationship. You know, it's like some people don't want to admit this. That's how some people end up having affairs and at the
Hmm.
job having conversations with a coworker, and that coworker is listening, and I hate to get biblical, but the Bible even talks about how you have to make sure that you render due benevolence. A lot of people say that's sex, but that's intimacy. That's what
Hmm.
does she need, what does he need.
Yep.
If are you the best friend if they need the best friend? Are you the cheerleader if they need the cheerleader?
All
Are
right.
you are you in the relationship for real? Or are
All
you
right.
just a person that's getting all you need from the
Hmm.
relationship?
Right.
Because you do have relationships like that. You can
Now
show
that's
up,
good
show
right
up,
there.
show up, show up, show up for that other person. Then when that person needs you, you so self-absorbed till
Exactly.
you got attitude. Hey, I'm busy. I got
Hmm.
stuff to do.
Yep.
Yeah, so I had to jump in here. I
All
said, let me
right.
jump up in here.
No, no, that no, that's good because I'm like, how does that work? Whatever. I just really wanted to know how that works.
Mm, yeah.
So that
Yeah,
was
I think the word may N makes the difference.
Uh,
That
the
makes it a
end.
verb. That
Come
makes it
on,
a
Rita.
present tense.
That's
I
right.
love you and I'm in love with you. The N word makes the
Makes
difference.
a difference,
Oh,
So
right?
okay.
it's like I can love you, I'm concerned, I care about you, but I'm not in love with you. Like, I
Right?
can love you because I think there's a little different. I think it's levels to love.
Yeah.
Okay.
You
So
hear
I
that
mean
on
there's
the
a
shows
difference.
all the time. Yeah.
Huh?
You hear that on TV all the time. I love you, but I'm not in love
Not
with
in
you.
love with you.
You be
That's
like,
right. Oh my God. Hey,
but you nice.
but this, listen, y'all, this was a slap in the face for me when I was younger. I was really into this dude, just into. He'd come over, I mean, when I say fine as wine, listen. Oh, he'd come over, he'd cook, he'd go places with me and all this kind of stuff. Oh, I think I'm just in a relationship. I think we just together, right? And so one day I was like, I said, I'm falling in love with you. He said, thank you.
Mm,
Now that cuts you like a knife right there. Oh, I love
okay.
you.
Baby,
Okay.
you had
Thank
to
you.
pick pieces of my face up off the floor. Because one of the things that we do not do is ask questions. We
Hmm.
assume. Sometimes you could be so caught up in that moment or in that razzle dazzle, like I like to say,
Hmm.
that you forget to ask questions. Hey, what are we doing? What is happening here? I'm
I think
starting to, yeah,
no. Go ahead.
I'm starting to develop feelings. And being honest with yourself, because if that person is a good person and an honest person, they need to be able to tell you, hey, you know how they say, I love you like a sister. Oh God, oh God, I love you like a brother. Sometimes, but you need to have one of the things that gets a lot of people feelings hurt is they don't have conversations. They don't have real conversations. They just go with the flow. That's not gonna work. I want to know what's happening here. So I don't want you wasting my time or
Exactly.
wasting. I don't want to waste my heart, my love, my emotions. I want to give all I got to somebody who actually is want to give in as well. You know.
Wh-
Go ahead, Keisha.
Right. So yeah, yeah. So and I think one of the best, I don't know what you want to call it, friendships um that I've had was with, and I mean like span on and off over years, is this guy that was just straight up, whatever. It's like, we go places, well, sometimes go places, we had fun, but it was like, a relationship is not, what, like, I don't want to do these feeling things or whatever, but whatever reason. So when people put stuff up front, when they're up front with their intentions, then you have the option. I don't think that people should make those kind of decisions for you. Just like you were saying, tell me what we're
Yeah.
doing. If I know the rules of the game, I know what to do.
Mm.
But don't be sitting up here playing with me, because that's what get people hurt.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Like they say, this told me one time, I never told you we was in a relationship. Now this when I was in the world, I was like 20 some years old, and he was coming over, we was sleeping together, going places together, you get what I'm
Hmm.
saying? And we get to the restaurant, and he he buys up a whole table full of food, right? And I'm sitting there waiting for my food. His friend know that me and him are together all the time. So his friend say, "Man, you cold blooded." But his friend knew the game, right? I'm just
Hmm.
as green as a blade of grass. So he leaves to go to the restroom. I confront him with my little old self and say, what's your problem? You see me sitting there, you won't buy me something to eat?" He say, "I never told you we were together." Now that's why I tell ladies, hey, stop giving your pearls to the swine. Stop just
Okay.
passing
Hmm.
it out and laying it out just because he cute, fine, got a little washboard stomach, and when he smile, you see the little accent on it. Ding. No, you better right.
Dang,
Yeah, he got the muscles and stuff. You like, oh girl, this my man. If he didn't say that out of his mouth, and this is what I always tell a lady, I say, if he only see you at your apartment, it's somebody else that he's taking out in public. You are the other woman. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that what you think you're in. And that comes having a conversation. Stop
Right.
giving
There
it.
has to be a conversation. Yeah, there has to be a conversation or whatever. I never assume anything or whatever. And what are we doing?
Yeah.
What's going on? Whatever. I need to know. And then to me, the decision shouldn't be really on him to say, okay, we're in a relationship. It should be a
Thank you.
conversation. Is this what we're trying to do?
Yeah.
You don't leave that whole basketball over there in his court.
Yes, come on.
You asked me, will you be my lady?
Yeah.
You asked me, don't assume or whatever, because I might not even want you like that.
Oh, come on. See, that's what I'm talking about right there. And that's the bottom line. See, it's just like I hear married couples, I hear a woman say, he chose me, but did you choose him?
Did you choose him? That might be more the problem right there.
Yeah, come on.
All right.
Look, I used to tell folks, get off the clearance rack. Stop letting everybody try you on.
Okay.
And then they drop you on the floor. Y'all know them clearance rack clothes be all on the floor.
Look,
Uncle
Clarence.
They gonna try you on. This don't fit. Throw you over to the side. Go get somebody.
Don't even put you back on. Wait a minute. Don't even put you back on the hanger. Just throw you on the floor.
Just throw you on the floor. You know what I'm saying? Other folks walking all over. Get off the clearance rack. My God. And it's just but let's be honest, through the generations, the women started off like that. Is he gonna choose me? Oh, he looking for him a wife. Oh, I wonder will it be me? All this. We planning our wedding in high school. We got our colors and everything.
Girl, in middle school, what you talking about? I had a piece of paper.
Go ahead, girl. But you know what I mean? We are waiting for somebody to choose us. Yes, I want my husband to find me, but I also want to like him too. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I want to be attracted to him too. I see a lot of women in the church that's married to me and they not even attracted to. They just, oh girl, he said I was his wife. God told him. Girls, get off the gas. First of all, if God ain't both parties, you better preach. All I'm saying,
you better read about Mary and Joseph. He didn't just talk to Mary; he talked to Joseph too.
Come on, I got time for that.
I love you, ladies. I just tell you, it's gonna be a rare conversation, okay?
Yes, because ain't nobody playing that. Ain't nobody playing that. When I was single and this preacher came up to me, woman of God told me that you can stop waiting. I'm your husband. I said, the devil is a lie. I said, devil is a lie.
He ain't told me that.
He told me nothing. God is concerned about the whole man. That means that he's concerned about my heart. He's concerned about if I'm attracted to you. I don't want to roll over to a booger wolf. You understand me? I don't care how anointed you are. The Bible says be equally yoked. Are we yoked? That's what I'm trying to say, baby. This ain't no what is it, Mr. and Miss Sealy? Miss Sealy. Come on, go to your daddy's house and pick you one. No, we ain't doing that. No, I ain't doing it.
Pick you one up.
Yeah, we ain't about to do that. Right. We ain't gonna do that.
Funny.
All right, ladies. I found another question for y'all. Y'all want to go ahead? Y'all want to go ahead
what you got?
transition? Okay, I found
What's
one.
up?
If a man is not happy at home,
Oh,
is it the
Jesus.
woman's fault?
No,
Wait,
no, not necessarily. First of
wait.
all, what is it that you want? I mean,
I'm
uh,
done.
not in all cases. Look, that is not a definitive answer. you know,
It
so
was a question that was out there. I thought I'd throw it on out there.
So
wow.
let me throw this one out there just to piggyback on it. So if he gay for
Okay.
real, if he's gay and he married to you and he ain't pleased with you, that's your fault. You can't fix
Mm,
it.
Well,
You can't fix it.
not
No,
even.
I'm not. And I'm just
Right.
using that as a scenario.
as an
It's
example.
the same thing if a man married you for your looks, and then all of a sudden when your body changed and through life your body, all of a sudden he ain't attracted to you no more. You get what I'm saying? And trying to
Mhm.
make that your fault. But why did we get married?
But
What
then
was
I
the
was.
Because
attraction?
it's lusting.
But then
Wrong.
That was lusting.
that's a conversation again because
Yep.
I tell people all the time. Look with this thickalicious frame of mine, it has seasons. Okay, at the end it's always thickalicious. Sometimes it's extra thickalicious, like right now. Sometimes it's medium thickalicious. It might be a little bit smaller. So don't, if you are a chubby chaser and you catch me in my extra thickalicious, you
Come
can't
on,
just
think
be
of
worried
this.
about the extra thickalicious because she might go back to medium thickalicious. I'm just saying,
Come
you know,
on.
you gotta love the whole me. So
Y'all see?
what is it about me? And I will ask her, what is it about me that attracts you? Like what
Oh,
is it?
come on.
Okay.
Come
Because if
on.
it's this physical thing or whatever, I'm just saying, I don't always have three chins and an extra belly. I'm just saying. And if that's the part of me that you
You know
like,
what, Keisha? I'm through with you. I'm through.
I'm just being honest. You know what I'm
But
saying?
you see what Titan said?
Right,
Yeah.
not the one you picked. That's right. Oh, me, you know what? Let me tell you about me. Titan, he is always that we've known each other for so long or whatever. And one thing about him that I love is he's just gonna say it. Like, and he tells me all the time, he'll ask questions, open questions that allow you to evaluate yourself,
That's
or
good.
whatever,
That's good.
and then tell you why you doing what you do or
Exactly.
whatever. Like this ex of mine that it's a convenience thing. He told me to get out of what did he tell me to get out of the my old pool
Uh-huh.
and, and
Yeah.
and do something else,
You got
whatever you
to.
see. Yeah.
Now, I love this topic uh that Tim Liz brought up because
Hmm.
I got a story I want to tell on that. So I'm young in my first marriage. Yeah, I said first. And uh husband was a Jesus.
She about to
Her,
tell the story. Yes,
her
Titan.
husband was I would use church words, was a homonger.
Oh wow.
Husband was out there just it was one of them one sided marriage. I was married, but he was just, he was free. Anyway,
He was free.
he was
He
free.
was free.
And so I was young. My dad had told me not to marry him anyway, but there I go. But anyway, so we moved to my hometown, small town, right? So I'm out there and I'm in the Church of God in Christ. And the ladies, they old school ladies, they say what Tammie Lilly just said. When a man is out wandering, it's your fault. I remember I was sitting in church, boy. I was waiting for them to open up the altar so I can get prayer. Girl, God go bring me through and deliver my husband. Girl, please. Went up there, and one of the mothers of the church, she say, I want to talk to you after church. So I said,
Oh
okay.
Lord.
So she pulls me to the side outside on the little, grass and stuff over away from everybody, with her little white little Sunday go to meeting heels on, and say, baby, if your husband wondering, it's because it's
Mm,
something you ain't doing at home. I say,
mm,
I was glad my mama raised me well because I had to, I was trying to give her a little respect. I said, no, ma'am.
Right.
I said, no, ma'am, that ain't it. No, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, listen to me, baby. I've been married 50 some years. And I'm telling you, if your husband is out wandering, it's because of something you ain't doing at house. I say, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. See, I
I
know
will
me.
not receive that. Okay.
I rebuke that. Look, rebuke that, and I will not receive that in my spirit. I
I know
won't
that's right.
receive it. No, he's greedy. That's what he
Oh,
is. He's greedy.
hey,
You understand me? That's what he is. He's greedy, he's selfish, and his mama didn't raise him right. You understand me? And she looked at me, baby, I promise you, for the rest of my little term right there in that little town, she didn't say nothing to me.
I
She didn't
bet
say
you did.
nothing. I say
But you know
because
that's
go
the
ahead.
thing. A lot of them are that way. They want everything.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
they
agree.
want the cake. They
Yeah.
want the baker. They
They
want to
want
lay
the
claims
bowl
on the oven.
with the mix in it.
Exactly. It's like they want everything. Like, how is that my fault? That you were just
How?
simply greedy. And
Yes.
how was that my fault?
And one of the crazy things, y'all remember that song that say, I can bring home the bacon, fry it up in a pan. I can
Mhm.
make a dress out of a garbage can, cause I'm a woman. First of all, I don't want to do all that. I mean, I can, but sometimes we make it convenient for
Too
a man.
convenient.
And then I hear women say stuff like this. Well, a man gonna do what a man gonna do. I don't let look talk like that. It's like we're saying I'm gonna accept this
Right.
because something
Because
because
that's
that's what men do. Wait, hold them up, swallow them
that's
up.
a lie.
But you let a woman go out there
Oh, baby.
and do what,
A laundry
baby?
list. A
Oh
laundry
my
list
God,
of what she is. And it ain't got nothing to do with being a child of God, that laundry list.
nothing, nothing. Nothing. That's why I
Okay.
say we have to be careful about what we accept and what we allow and all of that. That's a powerful little topic, Tammie, because you got that older generation. I think it's a generation, not my mama generation, because my
No,
mama never said
grandmother.
them grandmother. Yes,
Yeah, and the ones before. But you know what? They would stay married. And this man got a whole nother woman and children on the other side of town. And oh, you don't talk about that. You just
That was
sweep
my
that
great
right on up
grandmother.
under the rug or whatever. And all of this stuff going on. I'm sorry. I ain't built like that.
Keisha,
You know.
Keisha, they be right down the street in the country. Where
Wait,
I'm from, the family be down the street. They be at the picnic with you. They be at the barbecue. They be sitting up
just
in.
laughing
I
and
was like,
smiling. What?
look, when I
Yeah.
got older and found out who everybody was, and because when you're a kid, you looking, you don't know that your dad, that lady over there that he's saying is your auntie, is really the
His
one,
woman.
his woman, and your mama sitting over there with a scowl on her face, and you don't know why. You just think your mama crazy. She oh Lord, let me. Then you got this one over here. I'm serious. When you get older and you realize what was happening, you realize your grandma didn't like your mama. From your daddy's side, you be sitting there saying, "Look at this mess right here. This was a mess."
A whole mess.
But that's what they did. That you had grannies that felt like, well, she had my grandchild. She could come to the family reunion, and all of y'all sitting up there. You just playing with your brother. You ain't even thought about it. You know he got a different mama, but you ain't thought. Hey, you
Right.
just
The
thinking
whole
that's my
process.
brother.
Try to figure out why that child look just like you and your daddy. Oh, he sure look like daddy. He look
He
like
show
me.
look. He show up at everything. There you go again. You just playing. You just playing outside. Oh, y'all too much for me. Oh my
That
God.
wasn't even the base. Was that the basis of the question? We didn't went
I
off on
have no
something else.
idea.
Look, no, it ain't my fault if he.
Basically, yeah, it's not my fault.
Basically, it's not our fault.
You bring up you got if you're not happy within yourself, you gotta be you can you're not gonna be happy in the household. You
You're
know,
not.
if you're not making
Right.
both making an effort to make that a happy home, then you're not gonna be happy. It takes two people to make a household happy. You know, if one person's making an effort and the other person is not, then you got a problem.
You got
You know,
problem.
you can't put all that weight on one person, you know, to bring about happiness in the household. That's just not right to put that on one person. And you can't blame somebody else for your happiness or your unhappiness. That's not fair on that person.
It's
That's not
really
fair on
not.
them at all.
But
Because
some people
Because it
everybody,
takes two
believe.
people.
Some people really believe that though. Like some people and are in their own reality, which is true according to them and how they feel. So you have an actual
Mhm.
truth, the one that everybody else sees, and then you have your truth that only you see. Both of them are relevant because that's how you feel. So you have these people that that just sit up and in their own truth. Well, it's your fault because of this or that. They take no responsibility, or
none.
whatever. And no, okay, all right, so I don't know. It's just the toxicity. Did I
Yeah.
say that right? Toxicity.
Yeah, we'll take that. But and the thing that I was just thinking about too, when we had that conversation about how a person was raised, and not just that, because sometimes a person could be raised right, and they just choose
Do what they want to
to
do.
do whatever or treat a person. Because let me tell you something, it's a lot of dudes that treat women the way they do because it's a woman that allowed them to do it. That allowed them to get away with it for a while. And then when that woman got tired of it, they went to the next woman, and then she allowed it. You get what I'm saying? So he's just
So they
used it.
think that's how it goes.
Yeah, but it ain't. They gonna find
Like
out.
I
They
said,
gonna run into that right woman, and baby,
Mhm.
that's gonna
and
be
and
the
that,
end of
that
that.
goes into my thing. I am not a cookie cutter.
Rita
What you
ain't
gonna do
said
is
nothing.
customize me. She over there smiling every now and then. She got something on her mind. Go ahead and do that profound thing you do.
Yeah, I'm waiting.
Come on, Rita. Come on, do that profound thing you do. She gathers all the information, then she pow,
Um,
and then leave us at the end of the show with, okay, we
Like,
gonna have to come back next week. Then go ahead,
go
Rita,
ahead.
do your
I
thing.
just think going to the question from Tammie Lilly, I think it just varies a bit upon each household or each relationship. Whether or not I can't just totally say, oh no, of course we're gonna be defensive as coming from a woman's perspective, but I can't really speak from there from each relationship because in whatever the relationship, it could very well be the woman's fault. But overall speaking, you know, of course we'll say, sure, no, that wasn't my fault. But like I said, each relationship varies and every household varies. And it could be something that she's not doing, or it could be something that she is doing. So I wouldn't generically say that yeah, it's the woman's fault. But I mean, I really don't know what's going on behind the scenes, so I can't really judge the book by its cover or just from the outside looking in to say that it's the woman's fault. But like I said, I think it just varies upon each relationship because, like I
Then
said, she could be cheating, she could
That's
not be
very well
cleaning
put.
up, whatever the case may be that makes your relationship, whatever it is that you guys agreed upon. If you're not doing that or whatever, I'm not even talking about sexually wise. That's a whole nother story. But
Mhm.
I'm just saying on just upon commitment to your relationship. What did y'all commit to do to each other? How did y'all? I mean, like I said, each relationship is different, and she could be cheating. She could. I mean, I
Cheat
know it's
and then the next. Oh my
yeah. It could
bad.
be. The the default always on the men. Saying the men this, the men is kind of like the world is like it's a default, but sometimes it couldn't be the woman's fault. So I can't, like I said, it's really a interesting question. Now I just wouldn't say generically, oh yeah, it's the woman's fault, but without knowing the story. You know what I'm saying? So it's just kind of hard to judge that.
But
Very
and
well
I sit
put.
up and I
I like
listen
that.
and I think about like all of our responses, and what sticks out in my head about a lot of things is it's a conversation that
Yeah.
should be had. What is it you expect of me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Like what are you looking to like? What are you looking to get out of this? Friendship, relationship, or whatever. Out of this friendship, let's start there. Um, is,
Mm.
is the relationship something you're looking for? Is that even something that you want? And what do you expect out of a relationship? What do you consider love? If I got a
Right.
question there, I need to know. You
Yeah.
know, I had this one guy to tell me, you sure talk a lot. I told him, you know what I do? I do. I'm gonna ask questions that I feel like a relative. I'm sure gonna talk a lot because I don't want your neck broke. That's what I'm just saying. I'm trying to save your neck. Hallelujah.
I ask a lot of
Right.
questions too.
But
I
but that's the but that's the truth. You have to put everything on the table so that he it's fair for everybody to decide what you can put up with and
right.
what you can't put up with. But when you know you can't put up with something and you still go forward with something,
That's your
thinking
choice.
thinking that you can
Yeah.
change a
Oh no no
person.
no 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 no
Oh,
no no
I'ma
no.
just
Mm-mm.
love this
Oh no
person
no 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 no
and,
no no.
and I'ma just show them and they gonna change. You know,
Mm. That
okay,
ain't gonna happen.
not gonna
Unless
happen.
they want to change.
If a person
Yeah,
is
it's the same.
telling you who they are, if a
But
person is showing you and telling you who
come
they
on,
are, you best
I
doggone
love
well
that one.
believe them because I
Mm-hmm.
mean that's the truth.
What
If
makes
I
it
am a
different?
snake and I'm telling you I'm a snake, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna slither. That's what I'm gonna do. you know,
Slither
I'm just
around.
saying.
That's why I always tell people I'm big on being friends first.
yeah.
Right,
Because if I can be, once you jump that friendship line and go straight into a relationship and you don't really know the person, I
right.
think when you be friends, you take your time and y'all do things together and whatever the case may be, you learn that person, they learn you, and then you let time take its course. But because I'm the type of person I jump right in a relationship. Look, after that, I don't want to be your friend. Some people say they can be friends after, but I'm sorry, I don't want to be your friend. Like
I don't even wanna listen.
I don't want to
I
be
don't
your
have
friend
nothing
no
to
more.
talk about. Like we don't have nothing to talk about.
And see,
I'm done.
that's
I'm like,
interesting
you
because
know, it goes
all of
back
my
to the
exes,
initial question. Huh?
all of my exes, but two of them, um, I'm cool with. I mean, like
See,
I mean, now don't get me wrong, we don't talk on the phone every day you know, um, or anything like that. It's not that kind of cool where we just really keeping in contact with each other like that. But um, if like for instance, my high school sweetheart is a barber. Okay, when I got and we haven't had anything to do with each other since I was in 11th grade. But when I first went natural and I took the scissors and cut my hair, I went to him for him to cut my hair. You know, when people want cause he's real good with these little intricate cuts and parts and all that. I refer people to him. I mean, it is like a genuine, friendship. If he called me and need recipes, I mean, we how do you cook, this and that, or how, whatever. Just one of those things like that. I don't believe that you throw good people away. I believe that, people are good, but maybe just not good or tailored for you. So why throw the whole look? Don't throw the whole baby away.
Well,
Don't
let me
throw the
let
whole.
me let me say something on that. I forgive people. I do. I forgive people,
Mm-hmm.
but it 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 for me it's some boundaries. If you cross some boundaries, yeah, if I see you, I'm gonna say hello. But I want you visiting my house. I don't want you coming
Oh,
by. I don't want you. I mean, that's because I need to move on and see and even though I've healed and all that kind of stuff, and like later on we might even you know uh uh be somewhere at the same time. That's cool, but just I'm gonna call you up and say, hey, what's up, how you doing, how's everything going. Now it's people that I can do that with. because we mutually decided, hey, this ain't clicking. We better as friends, this ain't.
Right.
But it's some folk, they just showed me a side of them that was just not at all conducive for my life.
And then I
And
can't
I
fool
just
with
say,
you.
I can't
I
do it.
can't.
I
Right.
can't do it.
Exactly. So them two exes I was talking about, I don't even acknowledge them when I see them in public. I don't. I've forgiven you or whatever, but I don't even acknowledge that I even know that I
Just,
see you or even know that you exist. I
just,
need you as close to me as east is to west because I might have a total recall and your neck
Jesus,
might get broke.
might get broke.
So
My
I
God.
just really, and I'm not a violent person,
We don't
but
have to mute Keisha.
huh? Y'all pray for me. I'm just saying, I'm not a violent person, but it's just some things,
Wait, let
you
me do
know.
a disclaimer. Keisha is not going to break anyone's neck.
Oh no, I'm not gonna physically
No,
break
hold
your
on.
neck,
I got you, boo. I'm finna
but in my
disclaimer.
mind, baby, that neck
So
is in a thousand pieces. In
just
my
so
mind,
just so they don't pull this video up and try to have a
and be like,
court case.
oh, she said she was gonna break.
This is
Yeah,
she ain't
that's
breaking your
not
neck.
me. Look, it
That's
takes
not
too much
Keisha.
time and energy. I'm a big girl. I have to reserve. So trying to
Well, she
actually break your
I'm
neck,
west and you east. You need to be over there. Stay over there east and I'm west.
and I went
Yeah.
east and get as close to me as east is to west. Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
All right,
yes.
y'all. We're down to the last minutes of the show. Well, really, we went over time, but it's all good. Keisha, let's go. Everybody, let's go ahead and sign off. Okay, first, let's do the raffle.
Yes.
Question. All right. What's the question we gonna pose to get that T-shirt? Because I need to have that T-shirt. So
And don't nobody come up with it. You know what's gonna happen with it, right? Right.
I need to have that T-shirt. I need to have that T-shirt in my life. So
Yes.
Um,
Yes.
what's the question, y'all?
Oh, Lord, what's the question?
the question.
Who presented the very first question about falling in love? Make it an easy one.
Okay, okay. That's a good question because they're gonna have to go back and look. Because I'm thinking who said something first, and I look. I was a part of the conversation, and I'm thinking who said something first. Okay,
So
that's.
All
I
right.
think that's a good one.
So make sure we post that question everywhere. Uh, the shirt, Keisha, you know how it go. Keisha gonna pick up the shirt. She's not releasing any of now. How are we doing on our raffles? Because I
Nobody's
think
responding.
you know what we gonna do. Let's bundle them. Let's bundle the raffles. Let's do
So
a big bundle. I'm
how
gonna
okay,
we
get
run the
this shirt.
question?
I'm gonna do this shirt, and we're gonna put it with the other raffle
two
item,
mass. Okay,
and we're gonna bundle it. So we need to do a
the
3-part
secret.
question because we can't let it go like that.
Okay.
And
Alrighty.
and all the hosts do a post, a video, and put the questions out there. And let's push this from this week to next week so we
Okay.
can get somebody to win this bundle.
Okay. And so another question that I have is a good one. What was the time on the live that Queeny popped in and came from backstage up front?
That's a good
What
one.
what was the time on the
What was
live?
the time? Yes. Yes. Let us know. Let us know. All right. So the
That's
questions are
two.
out there. That's two. We
It's
need
just
one
two.
more. We need one more
Rita, what you
question.
thinking?
Um,
What you think? What you think, Rita?
I'm trying to think. We could say what was the second question? The transition question that Tammie Lily had. That was towards the
Okay.
Oh,
end.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
good.
because we went all over the place with that one. So that's the
Yeah.
three.
Yeah, we did.
So you have to literally like go almost through the whole video to
To get to it.
What was the first? Who was it? Who or what? What was the first question
Who
asked?
presented the Who
First,
presented the first
What was
question,
the
and what
what
was the
was the
second question?
yeah, what was the second question? The
what was the
transition
second?
question.
The
Or
transition
was that the
question,
third one?
and what was the time on the live that Queenie came from backstage and came up front?
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're gonna post it. Make sure we post that. We can post that now. Gotta win this shirt. We can start posting it now. Now, let's go ahead and sign off. Let's start with Miss Rita. Sign off for us.
Well, well, well. What a show. Hot topics it is. Say thank you all for joining us on today. We'll be here the same place, same time. This is Rita Nelson. See you next time.
All right. Okay, Miss Keisha.
Okay, great show today, ladies. I had a ball with that one. With the show today, I always say real topics with real answers from different perspectives. Okay,
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah.
so don't meet us here. Beat us here next Wednesday, 10 a.m. Keisha Roberson signing off.
All right. Come on, Miss Tammie.
All righty. As always, I enjoy being on live with you ladies. You are awesome ladies, beautiful ladies, and y'all are looking very beautiful. Miss Keisha,
Huh.
loving it. I'm loving
Thank
it.
you.
Rita,
Thank you.
boom, baby, I
Boom.
love
Okay,
it. Miss Queeny,
Boom.
I love it.
Yeah.
baby,
So,
that hair is
anyways,
fire. I want to let you know that, Queenie. That hair is fire.
I just lit it up last night. I started to wear my Nefertiti, but I said, let me show them this. Let me go and light them up today with this.
Yes,
and matching
yes.
your shirt.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I don't look. Don't think I didn't notice that. She doing things today. I'm gonna have to go over there at
All
some
right.
point today and put my eye up on her.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
All right, ladies. I enjoy being online with you, ladies. Make sure you get here next week, Wednesday, every single Wednesday at 10 o'clock Central Time. Get online with us, log in, listen to these topics. Hey, you can always comment in on the topics. We want to
Yeah.
hear from you. We want to hear what you think, because, there's more than one answer to a question. So, thank you so much for being here. Can't wait to see you all next week. Make sure you answer those questions because we want to give them gifts away. We want to give you them gifts. We want to see you rocking that Sisters United shirt. We want to see you with that speaker, bobbing your head with your music. So
That's right.
see you next week. Thank you so much
One
for
more
coming
look,
on.
one
Make
more
sure
thing before we sign off. I'm sorry. I know we over.
okay.
I want to thank Titan Capri for coming for chiming in today. And we have that special
Yes,
show tomorrow
tomorrow
Yeah.
with Titan Capri,
I'll be
HIV
there.
101, 10 a.m. So
I'll be in the
please
audience.
don't forget
Yeah.
to
I'm gonna be in the
come
audience.
on in and
Huh.
yeah, because it's gonna be good.
It's
Bring
gonna
your
be
Yes,
good.
questions, any questions you have. Bring your questions. Just be ready for grown folk answers though, because that one don't play.
better tell them. Disclaimer: this is
And
grown folks.
I have
Grown
been
folk.
waiting for this show because it's a lot of us that need to be educated on HIV/AIDS. For
Yes.
the ignorance is not bliss, honey.
Oh, I can't wait for these
It is not
Mythbusters, baby.
bliss.
We got some good ones, some good
Yes.
Mythbusters. So make
Yeah.
sure that you meet me here tomorrow, same time, 10 to 11. And we are going to do this Sisters United special edition.
Yes. All
All
right.
right,
Okay.
So
awesome.
we love y'all, but we gotta go. Oh, okay. Y'all know I gotta say a phrase before we get out of here. Okay.
Okay.
The phrase of today is if you stay in your lane, you won't get in a wreck
Mm,
trying to drive in somebody else's. Boom.
all
Write
right.
it down, take
Okay.
a picture. Boom. Write it down.
You won't get
Stay
ran
in your
over.
lane.
All right.
Stay in your lane.
I know
All
that's
right.
right.
For that 18 wheeler run you over. All I'm saying.
18 wheeler, huh?
Okay, not another car. She drove on top
18
of.
wheeler, a bread truck. It doesn't matter. Let's move on.
Bread
All
truck.
right. Y'all have a good day.
We're gonna mute your mic too.
Listen, you can't mute me.
She got the
You
power.
can't mute me. Yeah, you can't mute me. All right, y'all. Love y'all. Bye, y'all. Have a good day.
All
Much
right.
love,
Bye.
everybody. Have a good day.